the one glaring thing that 100 Thieves needs, and you really, really hammered that point in, it's essentially structure.
Yep.
And they found it. And they found it in a really big way. Like that, not to mince words. I mean, like,
Yeah.
not
Uh,
like they found it. Like
Yeah, I think it's funny too because at the time, I think maybe a couple recordings after, we thought that Sean Gares was gonna go end up for Sentinels, and so
Yeah.
did the whole internet did. But it didn't. So 100 Thieves ended up picking up DDK and Sean Gares. I'm assuming it's Sean Gares first because Riot said nope. I don't know if they said nope, but they decided not to extend Sean Gares to become a caster for them. And then obviously because DDK is his homeboy, you probably dapped him up, be like, yo, you know what? Because my Riot's doing you dirty, I'm gonna follow you. And then probably shortly after he made it public, he didn't want to continue casting, and so DDK probably followed in his footsteps, and then 100 Thieves probably like, oh, two-for deal, and then yeah, they finally got the management that they needed, some direction that they can finally take, as opposed to just the players making all the decisions, because now they have an outside perspective looking into the team. And yeah, I said it, but I didn't know it was gonna happen. I said they needed leadership, and I don't know, look what happened.
Yeah, it's actually crazy to think too. He was actually the plan B for the GM.
Oh wow.
Not until DDK became available, and DDK was actually if you guys didn't know, DDK was actually still casting before Sean Gares left. But while they were together on the VCT panel, they were the tandem essentially.
Yeah.
Like you pointed it out, I think it was last week, that these were like the guys that did the primetime games. And
yes.
People valued their kind of insight and opinion, especially Sean Gares being a former D9 Counter-Strike IGL. So that brings a lot of value to 100 Thieves. And again, like you mentioned, 100 Thieves were missing that sort of structure. You said they had no management team, and look, they went out and got freaking
the best probably talent
DDK
out
and
there.
Sean Gares. Yeah, not even DDK and Sean Gares, but also Mike's HD from Team Envy. Before, was that Berlin, you said?
Yeah, just really quickly, I think it's so ironic that it happened. So Mike's HD, his last coaching job was with Envy. The last time he was with Envy was when they beat 100 Thieves in the Challengers. Pretty much when they made Steel go crazy, and like, yo, I didn't know how to coach against them, or I didn't know how to strat or IGL against them. So it's kind of funny how Mike's HD kind of broke up the team, and now here he is in a coaching job, or an assistant coach to Sean Gares. But yeah, that's nuts.
Which is cool, actually. Like, not only did they get a coach and a GM, but they also got an assistant coach. So lots of remnants of traditional sports where you have not only your head coach, but you have a bunch of other coaches that are specializing in certain things. What if in the future esports gets like the NFL, like attacking?
Oh man, imagine! Holy, you gotta have money bags for that though.
Yeah,
to invest in every position. But I mean, you're 100 Thieves. I'm literally wearing their merch right now. I probably contributed to one of their contracts, to be honest.
That's part of it.
That's part of it. The sweater I'm wearing right now is definitely part of their contract.
I mean, with those prices, absolutely, definitely, that's where they go. And if you're, deemed the quote-unquote hoodie org, you better be using the money to be competitive and to win. And like what Nate Shot was a former professional Call of Duty player, you can tell in the video of their introduction that he wants this bad, just as bad, if not more, than some of the players on the team. Now the question here remains, Mr. Julez, what are we gonna do about the roster?
I mean, I guess to round this out, at the time of this recording, there are definitely a bunch of rumors. First, we can actually call out the definite one is that JC Stanny is not going to be continuing with the team, so that allows for an open smoke position for 100 Thieves. Who knows who can fill that in terms of the current roster. And in terms of the recent reports, Wardell, who recently parted ways with TSM because of personal reasons, well, the personal reason that he couldn't commit to the whole team moving to Texas, is currently on the eyes of Mr. DDK, the GM himself, as well as Rise Derek, because at this point in time, Rise actually, I think they're, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like something about Rise where their team is, like they can't afford their players or something, or like the higher management above just what Rise Gaming is they can't afford to keep the team together, something along those lines. And yeah, he's a solo player, an initiator. Mr. Derek is, but me personally, if I were to see this team, it would be Ethan, Bang, Asuna, Wardell, and then Derek, and Hiko would just have to, not hit the curb, but you can make him a content creator. He still has a big following on Twitch and stuff, but at this point in time, that's pretty much what the reports are saying. So who knows what's gonna happen?
I mean, who knows? There were rumors and rumblings that Sean Gares was gonna be ending up on the Sentinels roster.
Look what happened.
We are a couple weeks later. Sean Gares and DDK have teamed up on 100 Thieves. So at this point, Valorant Esports in general is just kind of we're thrown for a loop. And
Yep.
The best part is we're in for the ride. So
Every
it's gonna
day.
be so much fun.